And welcome back to Hannity. Left-wing lunatic Alec Baldwin, he's at it again. The troubled actor was caught on tape using a homophobic slur, which is too offensive to repeat on this program. It also caused the fledgling NBC News show that he has to be suspended for the next 2 weeks. Now, the very troubled actor, he addressed the situation in an op-ed on the Huffington Post, threatening to quit the show and show business altogether. By the way, there's an idea. Now, the remark obviously caused a stir, and his daughter Ireland, who has been the subject of her father's rants in the past, she took to Twitter to defend him. One of the tweets read, "My dad is far from a homophobe or a racist." But that was not Alec's only incident over the weekend, because in typical fashion, he also got caught screaming at a female Fox 5 WNYW reporter on Friday. Take a look.
You're a good guy. You're the one that almost hit my wife with the microphone in the face? Oh, you didn't? Yeah?
I honestly did not.
You want to apologize to her on camera? I asked you a question. You want to apologize to her? I asked you a question. Okay, you get the out of here.
Nothing wrong. Get out of the middle of the street. I did nothing wrong, Alec.
Alec, you think it's okay to
Why are you exaggerating what happened?
I want you to get me back up, man. I got to get my car. Get back up. Back up. Back up.
All right, here to help get to the bottom of all this and what's wrong with this guy are psychotherapist Dr. Robbie Ludwig, and from VH1's morning show, The Gossip Table, Chloe Melas is with us. How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right. Look, first of all, Ireland came to his defense. We're having a big Twitter fight. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We had a huge Twitter fight, and we're going back and forth. I got a tweet from his daughter asking me to stop fighting with her father. Now, what am I supposed to say? I stopped. I said, I will honor your wish, and I stopped. But I'm thinking, why are you writing me and not him?
Well, I think she's protecting her father, and she feels that she needs to. And also, she seems like the kid of a divorced family, where she gets in the middle and she tries to fix things. So it sounds like that's what she was doing.
I don't blame her, but
she probably also sees her father's vulnerability and sees you as not being vulnerable.
It's kind of sad, though, when you have your daughter, who I believe she's like 18, is the one fighting your media firestorms out there and has to apologize on her dad's behalf. I know that I would be pretty sad if that was the case, but let's make a point here. Guys, we're watching that video of Alec in front of a sea of reporters in his Manhattan, on his Manhattan street. If he didn't want it to be a circus, then why is he walking around outside provoking people?
Well, here's the other question is, I would act just the opposite. I would just say, hi, how are you? Good to see everybody. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Thank you for coming. And why not be nice?
He's out of control, though, and he acts like a rageaholic. So he almost acts like he's better than everybody else. He has a certain way he expects other people to treat him and can't handle it when things don't go as scripted.
Right,
and he gets tantrumy like a little boy.
I'm not
going to do acting anymore. And he wants to be begged to stay in the game.
In light of the fact he may lose his TV show, I guess, over this, but we got to look at it through the prism of the network that he works for. You got this other guy, Martin Bashir, suggesting that Governor Palin deserves the same punishment given out by an 18th century slave master who forced slaves to defecate and urinate in people's mouths. Watch this.
When Mrs. Palin invokes slavery, she doesn't just prove her rank ignorance. She confirms that if anyone truly qualified for a dose of discipline from Thomas Thistlewood, then she would be the outstanding candidate.
You damn right Dick Cheney's heart's a political football. We ought to rip it out and kick it around and stuff it back in him. I'm glad he didn't tip over. He is the new poster child for health care in this country. He is an enemy of the country, in my opinion, Dick Cheney is. He is an enemy of the country. Lord, take him to the promised land, will you? See, I don't even wish the guy goes to hell. I just want to get him the hell out of here. Do you know what they're talking about? Like this right-wing slut, what's her name, Laura Ingraham? Yeah, she's a talk slut.
So should he be fired in light of that apparently is what they do over there?
Okay, well, first of all, it's a ridiculous comment that was made by him, and I think that he definitely owes her an apology. But at the same time, though, I believe that her comments were taken out of context, and I think that this whole thing is blown completely out of proportion.
But it's also one thing to critique somebody based on politics. We almost allow that. That's what makes our country exciting in some ways. It's very different to attack somebody's sexuality.
Fire or not fire?
I think he should be fired over it.
I think he should be fired. You're fired.
Get out. You're fired. Donald Trump fired.
He made the first move and was on top of Lady Gaga. I mean, this was really racy, even for midnight on a Saturday night.
I suppose if you ever But you know, this